Listen, what can I say? What can I say other than welcome to Fairmont Crest? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, we are on the rise of something new, history being made. It is what it is. February 24th, 2025. We are ushering them beyond the gates. This is my review for Beyond the Gates, season 1, episode 1. It's a black soap opera. That's all I can tell you. There's nothing more for me to tell you, but it's a black soap opera where everything is really predominantly black. This is going to be really quick. It's going to be really quick because it's an hour every day that this comes on. So no, I'm not going to do these long drawn out reviews, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in and we're going to chit chat about what I saw that was hilarious to me or what shocked me, but we're going to keep it condensed and keep it moving because it's going to be so often because we're here every day. We're here every day. So, Monday through Friday, 2:00 my time. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. So here we go. We have this black family, the Dupree family. We got Anita Dupree, which is the mama. She's a retired singer, and she's a woman who married well. Beautiful, played by actress Tamara Tooney from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She's from the McKeesport area here in Pittsburgh. So that's the whole thing. She's one of our people. So very proud of that. But yeah, I'm here. So we got Mama Dupree. Her name is Anita. Mama Dupree. Retired singer, married well. Okay. Vernon Dupree. He's Senator Vernon Dupree. I said she married well. Okay. She married well. We have her daughter. She has a daughter named Danny. Danny was really the subject of this first episode. Danny is a mess. She's a whole mess. She got a whole mess going on. Okay. So we got Danny. Danny has 2 girls. She got Chelsea, who is an influencer and a model, who's wanting to leave home. And she wanting to leave home and go and do her own thing, but she's still kind of side saddled to Danny a little bit because Danny then went through a divorce, an ugly divorce. Okay. So she's kind of scared to pull the trigger of actually leaving mom alone because mom is a mess, and we'll talk about it. Then you also have Naomi. Naomi is the sister of Danny, and Naomi is the sister of Chelsea. That's her other daughter. That's Danny's other daughter. A lot of new people, y'all. A lot of new people. That's her other daughter. She's cool. She has her own things going on. Everything's fine. The thing about it is Naomi was best friends with Haley, who you find out later is who actually stole her mama's husband. Her best friend stole her mother's husband. So that's what's going on with that. So Chelsea and Naomi are the daughters of Danny. Danny, let's see. Naomi has a husband. She has a husband. No, that's not Naomi. Yeah, Naomi has a husband that actually is a detective. He's a detective. We didn't get too much. He's cute, but they kept screwing. We didn't see too much of him. Bill is the husband in question. Bill is a criminal lawyer, sharp, fine, and I can see already he's cut. Like he's one of them type of lawyers, baby. A guy came in, the guy said, my son is in this trouble, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter what it costs. I want my son to be, I want you to represent him. He's like, oh, I got it. He made a phone call, fixed the whole situation, and told him, don't worry about the payment. You'll just owe me one. Just owe me one has been a whole bunch of people's final last standing words. But I said, oh, so I see what kind of lawyer you are. And you literally married your ex-wife's best friend. And then literally you're moving her into their same area. You're marrying her. Their wedding is going to be at this here club that they all hang at. It's like, are you kidding? Like they all hang there. Literally, the whole family in this episode was there. Like everybody was here at the club, and it's like, are you kidding? This is where you want to have it. Okay, bold, very, very bold, very bold. I said, all right, cool, no problem. Anyway, so Haley is the new wife, she's the fiance. She is walking around acting oblivious. She's a pretty girl, but just acting oblivious to what she's actually done and what's really going to happen. Now, what you have to understand is the Duprees, like I said, the father is senator. So they basically, they are the talk of the town. They're the tea of that town. As they've said in there, that the grandfather is the one who actually built most of everything around there. So they are the name that pays around there. And everybody's like, I can't believe this. This is crazy how this is going on. But this realtor, she's buying a house. Okay. Bill bought Haley a house in their area. Okay. In their area, paid all this money for this house. And she's steadily hanging at this club, walking through, running through, just like she's supposed to be there, just like she's welcome. She's saying, I think everybody will be cool. Once everything goes, it's going to smooth over. People will give me a chance, and this, that, and the other. First of all, she was an orphan. She was an orphan, so she didn't come from any money or anything like that. And I only say that to say that she don't have no backing. She literally has no backing. She ain't got nobody on her side but Bill, which I don't think that might not be too bad, because the Duprees don't like him at all. Like he was a piece of work. He was a piece of work. Like the mama said, I ain't never liked him. Ain't never liked him. Back to a couple of these other people. So Nicole Dupree is the sister of Danny. And really quickly, I figured out that Nicole actually has the cookie cutter life, the picket fence, the husband. That we ain't seen them yet. So this is what is kind of they're building us to believe. And literally you can see that Danny is jealous of Nicole and her life. Nicole has the life that Danny actually wanted. She gave up her dreams of doing what she wanted to do. She went on with Bill, and then, this is what she ended up with. So, just not too high. There is a white couple. Okay. There's a Caucasian couple. I don't really know much about them, because you just know that the woman is a nurse, and there's a little black boy that she got a little thing for. It looked like she was grinning and skinning at him, but she got a whole, I guess that's her husband at home. And we didn't see too much about them, but the guy is so in love with her, and she was, okay. But then she, when she seen the other little guy, so, oh, you're in town, this, that, thing, and the other. And that's how it was given. I said, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So I'm like, okay. So she got her eyes on some chocolates, some chocolates. I said, okay. So we got that going on. Let me go back to that realtor. And we get ready to wrap up, because this is basically what they really did in this first episode with this stuff. This is who they are. They just basically gave us who they are, because they were given these long. I said, here we go with the bad acting. But that's soaps. I want bad acting. Okay, that's what morning soaps are about. Daytime soap is for bad, over dramatic acting. They started right away. Right away, they gave these long monologues, and the sentences were very long, explaining, because it was basically telling us the story of who they were. They're giving their job titles and all of this stuff. I was like, oh, child, all of this word garbage. So that was funny. That was funny to me. It was word soup. A lot of it was just, I was like, yeah, we'll figure out what you do later. You giving us these long monologues, honey. Just talk. Bad acting. Anyway, so when we first started, I said, yeah, we're on the right track, because first thing we see when we come in, we see our girl Danny. And Danny's just in the kitchen, and she did it. She did just what I love on daytime. So she's in the kitchen by herself. Now she at the window, standing with a coffee cup, and she's like, I'm like, girl, are you looking at your reflection in the window, or what you doing in the window, child? I love that about soap operas when they stand at the door and be making faces. Are you looking at your reflection, or what are you doing, honey? Oh, you're waiting on the commercial to come on, just like we are. Just kind of. Anyway, but she turns around and takes this cup, a mug, and takes it and throws it across the kitchen. Anybody else in the kitchen? Throws it across the kitchen. Boom, and it breaks on the wall. And then she gets another one. And then she stands there a while. And then she takes it, she throws it. Ah! I said, we get it. We get it. You're stressed. We get it. Ain't nobody in the house. I said, this is what I'm talking about. Daytime soap. Yay. This is just foolishness. Anyway, so that's basically all we did in this first episode. We got to know who's who belongs to who, for the most part. And some of that's going to clear up because it was moving by so fast that for some reason, I don't know who the little black boy that went to, the little black boy, ain't that what it sound real nice? I don't know who the young man is that went to the hospital. I don't know where he connects. I don't know where he connects, but the little white lady, and she had an eye for the black boy. I caught that context clue, and I was side-eyeing her. So that was that. Okay, so here's where the stuff really went down, because they were basically, from what I could tell, they're tired of Danny, okay? They're tired of Danny. They basically really want her to just get over it and move on. But she ain't having an easy time doing that because it's been many, many years. So she just really is not having a good time with that. And I take it that she was a bit dramatic anyway, okay? So she's a little bit dramatic anyhow. So that's just kind of how it is. And then the whole thing of it being a good friend of theirs that stole her husband, somebody that they invited into their house, that's where some of the angst is. And Bill he acts like, I guess he hates her. We haven't had an interaction with Bill and Danny yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But from what I'm looking at, them two is that it had to be a nasty fallout. But anyway, and he cold-blooded to take somebody that was right in the house. You do not where you eat, but whatever. Anyway, so they're all there at the country club. And boom, here comes the realtor. Because the realtor told old girl, Haley, she's like, listen, she was real shady. I said, I wouldn't have bought nothing from that heifer. She told her, she said, good luck, honey. You're going to need it around here because nobody's going to like you. Everybody is really upset. That's that thing. I was like, is this what you do when you sell houses, girl? I would have cussed her out. I wouldn't have bought nothing from her. But she did. And then the next thing you know, we see her run up in the country club. And she's like, I can't stay. Hi, everybody. The whole family's sitting there. And she tells them, that house that I was selling, it's sold. They're like, oh, that's good, honey. She said, it was Haley. Bill bought it for her. I can't stay. I got to go. And she ran out. I said, not running, dropping the tea, and then pumping. She hit it. She was gone. Shortly after that, here come Haley. Because Haley said she was going to go get her some lunch. So she's going to get her some lunch. Of course, over at the country club. She goes on over there to the club and saunters her way in there. And Danny said, oh, no. This is what we're not going to do. It's my stomping grounds, baby. She got up, went over there, and she had seen her earlier on. They had a little run-in, and she just was like, you know what? There's no friendship to save. You know, it wasn't too bad. The little run-in, it was like, we see these two ain't getting it. This is the two up against each other who this man was, playing his game with. But the conversation wasn't that bad. This one was a little rough. I mean, she told her all about herself, baby, and how she was an orphan and she didn't have nothing. And we took you in and tried to be nice to you. And you did this and you double crossed. She went on and on and on and on and on, baby, dragging her. And then told her, I want to be the one to give you your first housewarming present. I said, oh. And then,
well, let me be the first to give you a housewarming present.
yeah, not the rich people punching people in the mouth down to the country club. I said, oh. So we started off with a bang, literally and figuratively. I said, okay, literally, that is where this episode ended out at. So call it a cliffhanger, call it a welcome in. I said, now what else can they do to seal the deal here with this first little episode? They went to reality TV. They went to reality TV and they borrowed a character from reality TV that literally would fit right into this. The Grand Dame, Miss Karen Huger, was the ending of the show with this.
Welcome to Fairmont Crest.
I thought that was a nice touch. I did. I thought that was a nice touch because the truth of the matter is they do remind you of what Potomac tries to make us believe is going on over at the Real Housewives of Potomac. You heard what I said. Tries to make us believe. That is nothing but a nighttime soap opera as well. Anyway, I said what I said. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.